known as the Abbot arrived and reopened the Abbey. And the Revenant, he wasn't sure of the Abbot's nature or intentions, but is confident that the Abbot is far older and more powerful than any of the Knights of the Order of the Silver Dragon. So yeah, I appreciate us stopping at a good point last time so that I could figure out what the hell is going on. Not that you guys went out of order or anything. I just wasn't prepared for Kresk, but I've got a pretty good grasp on it now. We left off. I believe you guys were at the gate. Let me see if I can throw any kind of picture on. They gave the weirdest I'll just have to show you. Sometimes D&D puts diagrams of things for some reason, instead of fully fleshed out artwork. I don't know if Call of the Netherdeep does anything like that either, but I'll put the picture in here. It just oh, that's not what I wanted.
Do we have a stream going by chance?
Yeah,
It's just
sorry.
Oh no, you're okay.
I accept the apology.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. Sorry. I don't even know what you're doing next weekend.
Is your boundary no?
I'm just looking for a red card around here somewhere. I don't know.
Do you not like sandwiches?
Hmm?
Do you not like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Is that where that conversation was going?
I like PB&Js. I'm a fan.
Okay. Got it.
Unfortunately, that weekend I already had slated to go home to celebrate my sister's birthday. So,
Oof.
yeah.
That's a really good excuse. Why didn't you say that?
Did you tell her?
Why didn't you just ghost us all and not to give an excuse?
Did you tell her you're
I
not going
just
to make
forgot
it?
to respond. Did I tell her I'm not going to make it? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to go, but Alex will represent me and I'll eat a PB&J in spirit.
Mm.
Are we each bringing a PB&J and
Your favorite. And I was actually really confident that he kind of was going to deliver there.
yeah.
Wow.
He's usually some pretty good culinary person.
Yeah, I would have tried.
If you think I'm
something
not
crazy.
bringing a deep fried Uncrustable, you're crazy.
I'll take his guidance.
I don't know.
All right. So you're at the gatehouse right now, at the gates of Kresk. There's a player map. Well, I won't give you a map of the town yet because you're not in it. But so you're at the gate essentially. There are some. Siri thinks I'm talking to it.
Can you zoom us to where you're at, Taylor?
On Tailspire?
Yeah, it says waiting
I
on
should-
GM for the stream.
Yeah, I should probably launch the game, huh? It was updating. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're cool.
Yeah, that would be helpful to just kind of also show you where Kresk is, right?
One of my favorite things about D&D is being immersed. So.
Oh, you're right. That's on me.
I like talking about Ikena's dad.
Oh. My father, Apollos?
Sure.
Whomever.
We have a dad.
Any parental figure to any form of you.
I just found out that my dad has a Wikipedia page.
I believe
Really?
Yeah. He's a public figure, apparently.
Oh my god, wait, can we go in and edit it to all of Ikena's dads on the Wikipedia page?
Jesus Christ.
Your dad has a Wikipedia page?
Yep. I think he does. Yeah.
I think that's the move for
Mhm.
Ikena's birthday.
Just like Apollos, parentheses, Rogar.
He'd be so mad. No,
Real
I don't
dad.
think he would care.
Look, Ikena.
Wow. I wonder if he wrote this.
Are you in it? Does it say like children?
No. It just says that he's a Nigerian-born historian and professor of Africana studies.
I just pulled it up.
There's
You look just like him.
Thanks.
there's no
Thanks.
reason that you add like
Yeah,
a
those are good.
personal life section like every other Wikipedia.
No, he doesn't have a personal life section.
I think you can edit it. If it's factual, who's gonna contend it?
You're right. When I go home that weekend, I'll be
Oh my
like,
god.
Dad, why aren't I on your Wikipedia page?
He's written so many books and articles.
Yeah.
What if you got news you just like really weren't ready for though? If you ask that question,
Like what?
Damn, that was.
no.
Like,
What did
What
he
is-
What
what
did
is
he
he gonna
teach at
tell
Bowling
me?
Green?
Now I'm so concerned.
we're gonna find out.
Kind of my language arts professor, my English professor in college was also an African studies professor at Bowling Green, but this was back in like 2008 or 2009.
Oh, nice.
He was a goofy guy.
Yeah. My dad's
He was
pretty
like
goofy.
It wasn't your dad. It was like a big fat white guy.
Ah. Oh, and he was an African studies professor?
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. That always stuck out. That always stuck out to me.
I mean, I guess. I had a roommate in college that was a skinny white guy, and he was the Asian studies major.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was his name Tyler?
No. His name was... Actually, I don't remember. Zach, maybe?
Just Tyler.
Kenna, do you have my dice?
I think my dice are in there, too.
Alright.
Should I show this recording to my dad?
Yeah.
If you're ready for what he might say, sure.
Dude, Randy, you gotta stop. No, I'm just kidding.
I think at this point you just have to record the conversation and show it to us.
Yeah. I like interrogate him. I like show him the clip, and I'm like, what else do you have to say, Dad? What is it?
This is like at your wedding. Or he's gonna go be like, so excuse me, Apollos. What else do you have to say to your son again?
Yeah, I noticed that he always subconsciously plays a character without a father.
What happened?
What happened?
I think I fetched you guys.
Yep.
And then you're over on like the border of Barovia. So like a very defining feature of where you are is like you can see the wall of mist from Kresk. Like if you go any more west, you just see the thick fog, like blocking you from that direction. Like you can't go any further. So you're at the gate. The guards are there. They've stopped you. Like they haven't opened the gate to let you in. And there are probably you spot with your eyes. You can see at least 2 archers in the gatehouse, one up in each tower. And you see about 4 guards manning the walls on the other side of the gate. The archers kind of spot you and eye you and whistle down to the guards. And one of the guards, young man, approaches you through the gate and says, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Uncle Happensnatcher, the 72nd.
"State your business."
I don't really know.
We're looking for plants.
We're looking for plants.
The woods are over there. You'll find plants.
Right.
Good enough for me.
Wasn't the Wolfsbane supposed to be outside of Crest? Like we didn't have to go in,
Right.
or is it?
No, it's inside.
Oh,
It's
it's in
inside the
Crest.
walls of Crest.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh, we don't need to go inside for the plants.
What plants?
None of your business.
Wolfsbane.
We're looking for Wolfsbane.
Can't let you in. Sorry.
I think
Why
you can make
not?
an exception.
He squints his eyes at you. Gav dog says, "Why's that?"
Well, you can see we mean no harm.
Looks so deceiving. Never judge a book by its cover.
Not in this case, my friend.
Well, it's not my call. If you'd like to
Who's-
talk to the Baron, I can certainly go get the Burgomaster.
Please do.
One moment. He does a little goofy comedic jog away from you guys. Heads down some stairs into the village. The other guards just are standing there staring at you. The archers, they don't have their bows drawn or anything, but they are watching you. Your every movement, your every breath, your every step. Say maybe 5-10 minutes go by. Excuse me. I'm gonna find a picture of him, of the Burgomaster.
Burgermaster Meisterburger.
Isn't there a place in Medina called Master Burger? Master Pizza.
Yeah.
Mr. Pizza.
Master Pizza is very different than Master Burger.
Yeah, quite different. I knew it was Master something.
Alright, game relevant information has a picture of the Baron. He's a G.
Oh.
He
Yeah.
He's
comes
a
up
kid.
he comes up the steps. Looks like he was, well, remind me, what time of day was it? I think you guys probably left in the morning, right? Or
Yeah.
did you leave in the evening? You left in the morning?
In the morning.
Yeah,
yep.
because you stayed at the manor.
Yep.
Remember how long the march from?
Couple hours.
You said 2
Yeah, I've got a
hours.
little. With 2 hours, okay, thank you. So yeah, it's still, I don't know, 10 in the morning, we'll say. Yeah, it says like 4-ish hours. So yeah, we'll say 10 in the morning. He looks as if he was in the midst of like eating. You see like a napkin kind of still tucked in his shirt that he forgot to pull out. And yes, what seems? Oh, travelers. State your business.
We're looking for Wolfsbane.
Looking Wolfsbane. Well, we do have Wolfsbane.
Perfect.
However-
So we can just get in and get out.
Oh, it's not that simple.
We're not for even come in. You can just give it to us. And we'll leave.
I could,
Great.
but how does that incentivize me? I place the safety of my village and above the welfare of strangers like yourself. Why would I help you if it doesn't help my people?
So a pack of werewolves doesn't break into your town when the moon comes out. Look. And I
These
point
walls
to
are
myself.
sturdy. You point to your toe. He says, well, quite unfortunate. All the more reason to not let you in at this time. These walls are sturdy. It's held out werewolves for years. I've seen adventurers before like yourself, and I If your intentions are pure, I do apologize. However, I cannot make assumptions that you are not in league with Strahd, whether you're allies or enemies. Either way, your presence could bring trouble to my humble village of Kresk.
Alright, we'll leave if you just give us the Wolfsbane. Is that incentive enough?
Again, I could give you Wolfsbane, or I could ask a favor, and then give you Wolfsbane. And I think I'll ask a favor.
Another favor.
Well, what's favor?
He raises an eyebrow at you, Val. He says, "You there, what is your name?"
Val.
Says Val, "It's a pleasure. My name is Dmitry Kreskov. I am the burgomaster, and my family has been the burgomaster here at Kresk for years. I appreciate your willingness to at least entertain the idea of a favor. I want you to know that I'm not a bad person. I simply care for my people, and I'm taking precaution. Are you in league with Strahd?"
No, we hate him.
Wonderful. That's excellent news. That's better than the alternative. However, you must see where I come from. Strahd's enemies are simply just as dangerous as his allies to me. Wherever his enemies go, Strahd follows. If I let you into my peaceful town that has been fine for a while, we haven't been under the influence of Strahd. If I let you in, he could follow, and then push his influence into this town, which I do not. So, the favor that I ask, and if you do this favor, I can simply let you in, that I would trust you. And you could have all the Wolfsbane your heart desires to pick. He notices the napkin in his shirt and takes it, puts it in his pocket. He says, "There is a hut in the ruins of Berez to the southeast. There lives a witch who goes by the name Baba Lysaga. Baba Lysaga is a powerful being, a powerful witch. She knows magic that is beneficial to me. I implore you, please beseech Baba Lysaga to perform a scrying spell to discern the location of, let's just say, a particular person of interest to me. That is all. Have her perform the scrying spell to find this person, and I will let you in. It is that simple. I do have some things. Yeah, he's kind of like reaches underneath his shirt is like a locket, and he pulls that locket out. It's just like a circular like medallion, and he flips it open, and inside you see like a little baggie, and he pulls it out and opens up the little baggie and pulls out. You see a few strands of dark hair, and he holds it up, and he says, "These are a few strands of hair from this person that I am trying to find. Take that with you. She can use it. She will need it for her scrying spell. And if she needs incentive to do the spell, take this as a gift for her and he pulls off a large bracelet off of his wrist. It's a large gold bracelet, and he holds it up to you, and you can see that it's inset with intricate carvings of wolves and ravens. It looks very expensive, and he says this could be a gift to her to convince her to do the spell. That is all. It is a simple task, and if you succeed, I will let you in, and you can have and pick all of the wolfsbane you would like. Do you agree?
All of that for just a little bit of wolfsbane?
Well, the wolfsbane seems important to you, and all of that, simply traveling southeast and asking a question, and coming back doesn't seem too bad.
Why don't you just go ask her then?
I knew you would ask that, but again, you're here. And I have something you need, and you can help me with something that I need.
During this conversation, I want to walk behind a tree, and then wild shape into a spider.
So, looking at the map here, because I think you're up on a bridge almost.
And can I use the hide action to hide behind a pillar or a wall?
So I am gonna give you, yeah. I mean, game relevant information. Yeah, you're kind of up on a bridge. I don't know if you can see that diagram on game relevant information. So Dunkel, the guards are all watching you guys. I'll let you try to do a stealth check, with a pretty high DC to see if you can sneak away. But they're all watching you like a hawk right now. But you can certainly try to roll a stealth check to see if you can slip away.
How far am
And
I
they
away
would
from-
totally. What's up?
How far away from the guards am I?
You guys are just on the other side of the wall. I mean, I don't know, 10 to 20 feet, if that. They're pretty close to you. If they would absolutely see you casting Pass Without a Trace as well, if that was crossing your mind. I just wanted to throw that out there.
It wasn't.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's okay. I mean, you can try.
That's okay.
I would say DC 20.
That's alright.
Okay.
How far away is this witch's hut?
This is Taylor looking real quick. My little calculator. It's about a little under 9 miles, about 3 hours. 3-hour walk.
I mean, by the time we make it there and back, it's gonna be nighttime. We need that wolfsbane tonight.
Better hustle.
I don't know. We kill you tonight. It's not our fault. We tried.
Goodbye. He walks away with the bracelet and the locket of hair.
Oh, damn.
I look at Hattie and I say, "You want to be able to just walk over the wall?
Walk. What do you mean?
Yeah, I can help you just walk over it. I'll do it to me too. We can take someone else with us. It's just a wall."
Yeah, but do you think the guards are gonna attack us on our way up?
Maybe.
It's probably not good either.
Well, we can fight these guards or a witch. We don't even know who we're resurrecting. We don't even know if they're good or evil.
We're not
Also-
resurrecting, we're just spying on someone, right?
Do good people ever lead with, now, I'm not a bad person, but...
Definitely not.
Yeah, I
If
got
you
a
have to
terrible
say it,
feeling.
True.
you are a bad person.
This is very true.
I'll let you guys make an insight check as he was walking away, or like towards the end of that conversation. That was
Yeah.
an option.
How's a 7 do?
Not good enough.
Inside,
19.
I got a 17.
16 minus 1.
Oh, 15's my DC.
I got a 19.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. Player knowledge. Anyone 15 or higher. You notice that he seems distraught. And he was hiding the fact that he was distraught. He seemed very desperate. Obviously he was desperate to find this person to ask you, but there was like sadness in his eyes as well.
Yeah, I don't trust him one bit. I don't think he was very forthcoming. There's something else to this.
He's clearly sad. He wants us to find whoever he's missing. He just doesn't want to tell us who it is.
Maybe we should ask. I didn't notice anything.
I think we should ask him.
How sad can he be if he's just been waiting for somebody to need Wolfsbane to send them to Babalaboo?
Maybe he can't leave his post.
And neither can anyone in the city. Obviously, the Switch doesn't want to just do it for the bracelet, or he would have done this when he wanted the person back.
Good point. Good point.
I don't think this transaction's going to be as easy as he made it out to be.
Maybe we could just take his bracelet and pawn it somewhere and use it to buy extra weapons.
Well, I think he took it.
He took the bracelet with him.
Yeah.
Well, he's slow motion walking away right now, so...
He's he's walking away. He didn't appreciate Hattie's comment, so he's
Pissed.
I don't know about pissed, but like you got the vibe that it was like, oh, you're not gonna help? That's fine. Whatever. Like, and he's walking away. On your insight check, it seemed like it didn't ruin his day.
I mean, he gave us the name of another witch, so he kind of helped us out if she's got anything to do with Granny.
Witch and hag are very different things.
Do I know that?
You do know that. Make a history check. Make a history check. I don't know. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have said that.
11.
Yeah, you know that.
TC 10.
DC 10.
I mean,
You don't know what my
everything-
DC was.
What's the move?
We can just go over the wall at night and collect the Wolfsbane and leave.
Guess that's not a bad plan. We don't got a lot of time then to like run back. And then don't we have something to do?
You're gonna wait till the moon's out to go.
Oh, man.
No, the moon's tomorrow night, right? We have one night left. We have one full night left.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the full moon. However, like I keep saying, we should just go find all the werewolves.
And then what?
And maybe we
Aye.
force over here. Maybe they all want Wolfsbane.
I'm pretty sure the guy at the bridge or the place we were at before Kresk said that the group of werewolves is very dangerous and would probably kill us.
I think that we're pretty dangerous. Don't underestimate yourself, Sal.
She did burn down the village.
I remember us taking down one full-grown werewolf together.
I don't understand how any of this works. If someone came to my tribe in the Great Dale and asked for dandelions, we'd take them right over to the patch. This is ridiculous. Everywhere we go, we're turned down.
It seems everywhere we go, it's a favor for something.
Everybody's
does.
in it for themselves.
What a hateful world.
Well,
Dunkel, I would love to visit the Great Dale when we're out of this hellhole.
Me too.
We've got to find my bride first. I'm not going back empty-handed, especially after all this shit.
Do you really want a bride from here, though?
No. This is terrible. She'd probably be selfish.
Very true.
Don't fret. I made a promise to help you find your bride, Dunkel.
Where do you think she's at, Sal?
Not in this grim place. But afterwards, we'll go exploring. Wherever you think. I wonder what... what kind of... We'll figure it out. Maybe we can ask the witch to scry your future bride.
Oh.
not bad. Really.
How would that work?
I don't know.
You do know that witches have extremely powerful magic that the new burgomaster has stated, as he has stated. You also know that the Abbey of St. Markovia, the abbot as well, if this is a being or person or whatever that has been in the Abbey for 100 years, you might assume that this person has great magic as well, or something that is keeping him alive. Just things to think about.
I would never trust a bride conjured by a witch from Barovia.
Scrying doesn't mean conjure. It just means that they're looking for him.
What if she finds her in Barovia? Or what if she's lying to us?
Could lie to us.
I don't know where magic works.
Did you guys bring Irina, by the way? I can't remember. Or is she still back? I didn't think you brought her.
No, we
Okay.
left her
We did not bring her.
with the
I mean,
boat.
she's
That's fine.
kinda-
I just want. That was just me trying to remember.
We left her with Halik.
Mhm.
He's not letting her leave.
So do we call the burgomaster back? Because
I mean, I don't care. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think, but
I mean, we need the wolfsbane.
I need the Wolfsbane.
So we
we-
might as well do another favor, but in the end we get the wolfsbane, which is what we need desperately before the night falls.
Oi!
Yeah. Wait.
Oi!
He stops as if he was anticipating you calling him back, and he turns with
that pisses me
a
off.
sheepish grin on his face. And he goes, "Yes."
Alright, how about you give us, like, at least a little bit of Wolfsbane, just in case we don't make it back in time, so that we don't kill each other on our way back here. But we'll still go.
He squints his eyes at you. Make a persuasion check. It'll be a high DC.
I can't get a 20,
Oh.
no matter what. Oh, 10.
Are we able to like give her advantage by
Yeah.
like adding forward, or because Sal will chime in if that's a viable option.
You didn't chime in though.
He's right.
Hattie's the most trustworthy person I know. She would never do something terrible and wrong, such as deceive someone about her actions.
No advantage.
Husband?
I don't know reason
Still
why
worth
you
it.
want to like kill everyone on the way back here. There's a very good chance that we all turn into were people and kill each other by the time we get to find your person.
Make your roll.
I did. It was 10. It sucks.
Oh. He says
I'll be right back.
he says you can have all the wolfsbane you want when you come back.
I'm really impressed by this wall. I'm gonna need that bracelet now. And I cast spider climb, and then I begin walking up the wall.
Okay. Let's see. If the players climb the wall. The burgomaster looks at you and says, your name was Dunkel, correct?
Having Stasher the 72nd.
Dunkel, as I have stated, I really want to assume the best in everyone. However, as burgomaster of this town, I have to have precautions. I am going to give you 10 seconds to get off of that wall, or my guards will attack you.
I'm coming to get the bracelet to do your stupid mission.
I will toss the bracelet through the gate.
No deal.
He counts down from 10.
You're writing a check your guards can't cash.
Here's my dice.
This really is unnecessary.
Just hand
Will you
me
make
them.
will you make a dexterity saving throw?
Sure. I look at the party, just like kind of like sketched out. $13.
13. Okay. He counts down from 10. Do you do anything before he hits 1 or 0?
I look at the party and I say, I knew we shouldn't have trusted him. Look, I agreed to do what he wanted.
What's he counting down for?
He said,
to get off the wall.
get off of the wall or else my guards will attack.
We're on the wall?
Dunkel is.
Just
Oh,
Uncle.
got it. Okay.
Dunkel, he'll give us the bracelet.
Why does everything have to be on his terms?
5, 4,
Me-
3, 2,
Please?
1. You see about 20 more archers appear on top of the wall with bows drawn. And they all knock an arrow and let it fly. What's your DC
Oh my god.
or your AC?
11.
It's 10D. One crit. Those all hit. So that's
Can I use an action? Or would that have to be a reaction?
1 second. Another crit.
Hmm.
So 17 of the 20 arrows hit you, 2 of them being crits.
Oh.
What reaction would you like to use?
I asked if I could use an action or if I was limited to a reaction.
Probably a reaction here, since they counted down from 10 to 0 and nothing was done here. So I'm going to be rolling 17d8. Well, two of them are crits, so 19d8 plus 2 for each of them.
One dead, died.
Yeah, for sure.
If anyone has a reaction, not a bonus action, not a an action, but anyone can do a reaction here if they'd like, because the arrows are in the air.
I got nothing.
The arrows are coming at all of us, or just don't?
Don't.
Just don't.
I need my d8s. 1 second.
How far off the wall did you even get?
I'm gonna guess half my movement speed walking, right?
Yeah, probably.
10 feet.
Can I use my tail to boost Dunkel's AC instead of mine?
No.
I don't have any.
Okay.
It's you then.
Huh?
It's you then.
Do the math real quick. Would you like me to tell you the number, or would you like me to double check and see
I thought
what
about
your?
it. Huh?
The first one hits you and you fade away, then everything else would miss.
I didn't think that would work.
I would think it would.
I'm invisible. I'm not like.
You get a bonus
Reach
to your
through.
AC, I think.
So I hear what you're saying there. So like, the arrows are all flying at the same time here. Like,
Yeah, no, already saw me.
yeah, I'm just trying to think here how that would work. Use your to become invisible. Delete your next turn. Yeah. Yeah, if we were like already in combat, You see Dunkel. You see him count in slow motion almost, the rest of you. From 10 down to 1. Dunkel staring, locking eyes with the Burgomaster the whole time, a look of defiance on his face. What does Dunkel look like and do in his last moments as the arrows fly towards him?
Gets hit by 20 arrows and falls on the ground.
Okay. I didn't know if you like wanted him to look or say or do anything before the arrows knock or before the arrows like hit or anything.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you hear him, what the and then just pelts like poop, 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 poop. His whole body just covered in arrows. And you see him kind of fall and flop backwards as his feet are still hooked onto the side of the wall from the spider climb. You see the life drain from his body as it does, the spider climb drops and he falls to the ground, taking 116 damage from the 17 arrows. What do you guys do as your friend falls?
You killed him.
You go around just killing people like that, just sort of trying to make a deal with you, trying to help you out. You think Strahd's the problem here with all of you? You just made a real bad enemy. I'm going to go head towards the hag.
He shouts after you as you storm away. I am sorry for your friend.
Fuck off!
I warned him.
So you shoot him?
Why did he not turn around?
Fuck off.
You could have told
Why
your
did he
archers
not
to
stop?
wait.
I counted to 10. Slowly.
You didn't have to fire.
What do you think he was gonna do? Scale on
What was
your wall?
one gnome going to do to you?
Anyone climbing my wall, I can assume my village is under attack. It is what has kept us safe for all of these years.
You know what?
Who are you to come and have me change my ways?
I will repeat Hattie's statement. Fuck you. And I leave. Sorry, what'd you say?
Is there a gate?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where is the gate?
So, like, you're on the bridge to get in, and the gate is just, like, on the bridge. Like, I don't know if that makes sense.
It's, like, in the middle of the bridge, or, like...
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I think I get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find...
I look
So
at
we're
Hattie.
like on a moat bridge facing a portcullis.
Yes.
Okay.
Portcullis is the correct word.
I look at Hattie and I ask, how can we burn the village down?
We're gonna burn this village down. Don't you fucking worry about it. We're gonna make a deal with the hag.
He just wanted to find his bride.
He's gonna find his bride. We're gonna go make a deal with Granny. Or I am.
Let's go.
I'm turning around and going towards wherever the fuck I think Granny is.
I'm following.
Granny or Babala Saga?
No, I'm going to where I think Granny is, and I'm gonna take Dunkel, and I want to use my amulet to preserve his body.
Mm-hmm. The Burgomaster yells in, or as you're storming away, he says, "Listen, the abbot of Saint Markovia, he has the power to heal your friend. I am sorry that this must have been done. I warned him. I warned you all. I must keep my village safe. If you solve this task, gain entry to my village, you gain entry to the Abbey of St. Markovia. The abbot may be able to bring your friend back. That is all I will say.
Well, then we don't have time. Will you take him and heal him while we go do your request?
I cannot do that. That would require me opening my gates.
How far that got us.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's like being sincere about this?
Sure.
Motherfucker, I rolled another 7.
You're not sure.
Alright.
Anyone can roll an insight check on that.
Hate this man. I don't care what I glean from him. I'm
10.
going. There's no way.
There's no way that your guy could come out here and help our friend?
The abbot is a man of himself. I do not control him. He does his own thing.
You could ask him.
I could. But I still really need my task done.
Why do you need this task done so badly?
Ikenna, what was your insight check?
I got a 11.
Never mind. Seems genuine with what he was saying. Why do I need my task done so bad? He says, the missing person is someone that I love dearly. So I
What's her name?
apologize. I apologize. But it seems that we both would like someone we've lost back.
Why can't the abbot bring your person back?
Because I do not know where my person is. My son, Ilya Kreskov, has disappeared several days ago. I would very much like to find him.
Can I do a history check to remember something? Because the name sounds familiar, but I don't remember why. Like me as Kevin.
Yeah, go for it. I, as Taylor, I can tell you that I have never said the name Ilya Kreskov before.
It does sound familiar for some reason.
I rolled a 6. If that
There's a lot of
helps.
I names.
There's like a lot of
Yeah, that's fair enough.
let me do a control F and see. Really? I haven't said that name before.
No worries.
I'm trying to think of like, because I know what you're talking about because it does sound familiar, but I think Alex is right. I think it's just like such a similar name
Yeah.
to a lot of the names in the game, like Ilyanovich or something. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Probably just mixing stuff up in my head, so all
Yeah.
good. So we have Dunkel off the wall because he was sticking for a moment, if I remember correctly.
He stuck to the wall for a moment, and then once he died, then the spell dropped. The concentration of the spell dropped, and he fell. Yeah.
Okay.
You have access to his body, riddled with arrows, but you have. He's not a powder like Ikenna's characters.
Too soon. Val, what do you think? We know how Gavin and Hattie feel. Do you want to find Granny as well?
I think we should do what we can to get Dunkel back.
So you want to go to the witch in Baklava land?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, either one of them's gonna be able to bring him back.
Why are we assuming Granny will help us?
I mean, the hag will help anyone if you make a deal with them. That's what that book says.
But what kind of deal is going to be needed to bring a friend back? That's my
I don't
concern.
know. What does it matter?
Well, if the deal is terrible, I don't want to deal with. I don't want to go through with it.
You don't gotta make the deal. I'll do it.
But I don't want you to have to take the short end of the stick either. I
I
guess
don't
I
care.
just. Fair enough. I just want Dunkel back, and
Let's
I
at
want-
least go and see. And then we can decide if it's a good or bad deal when we get there.
I mean, do we have a lot of
Well,
time? We don't have a lot of time.
do I have knowledge of hags? Like,
You have your book on hags. If you have a question, you could definitely like ask me, and I can tell you what the book says.
do we know if hags are typically violent or are they like diplomatic until prompted?
They Hattie's correct. They love making deals.
Okay.
They would prefer to make a deal over anything. But Sal is correct that, and people would warn you of this as well. Deals with hags never are equal. They are always in favor of the hag, and there is always something beneficial to them. Whether it's an ulterior motive or they just get the better end of the deal, but they would never make a deal that doesn't benefit them. And that's even if a hag is willing to deal.
Sure.
They do stoop down to deal with mortals as long as like the mortals show respect. They love watching mortals make deals with them that bring their own downfall. And again, a bargain with a hag is always dangerous. They typically involve demands to compromise principles or give up something very dear. So, yeah, they are evil creatures.
I feel like I'm inclined to talk to the witch before the hag in order to get Dunkel back. But I don't want to split the group even further after being without Dunkel. So if we truly feel that going to the hag is the best first option, I am willing to come with you guys. However, with the witch being closer in proximity to where we're at currently, it might be worth our time to at least talk to her.
Everyone alive can make an Arcana check on something really quick, just based off of what the Burgomaster said.
That's going to be a 14.
That's a whopping 5.
Okay, not good enough.
12.
Val, you're a spellcaster. Val, do it with advantage.
Okay. 15.
Val, you are a scholarly gal. You've studied. You were raised in a school. You've read books on magic. You pick up on the Burgomaster mentioning, the magic of the abbot, and that he could save Dunkel. You know that there is a spell that exists called Raise Dead. You know that the timeline on this spell to return a dead creature to life could work as long as this creature has been dead no longer than 10 days. If that helps your timelining or planning here. You know that the Raise Dead spell, if the creature's soul is both willing and at liberty to rejoin the body, then they can come back. And the spell only works as long as all like body parts and organs are like intact. Like in like the head, right? Like so, like in Ikenna's character's instance, where he was just blown to smithereens, you couldn't raise dead that. But in Dunkel's situation, where his body is intact, that could certainly be an option. You do know that a creature that comes back to life from Raised Dead does not come back fully complete. There are like penalties that they start with that do diminish over time, but the most important thing was the 10-day timeline on that.
Well, I think we have time to bring him back, because we should have 10 days before this spell they're talking about doesn't work.
So if we have 10 days, then... If we have 10 days, then we should... maybe we should do the Baron's request? And then come back, we get the Wolfsbane, but also we can heal Dunkel once we get in the city.
Alright, and if we don't, then we burn it down from the inside.
I'm agreed.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Agreed.
I'll kill the Baron myself.
So we go to Baba...
The goo.
The saga. I'll spell it.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say. He says if you need to spell Babasa, it is BABA. Then the next word, LYSAGA.
Son.
There you go. Yep.
On a quick side note, for the seltzer fans, I almost got the guava stuff,
Dude.
but Waterloo was having a sale, 3 for $10, so I
Where's-
had to do the economic. But I know where the guava's at. I will try it. I saw it at Target.
Shit.
Dude, the
We were
guava
there.
is next level.
Yeah,
That's hands down the best flavor I've ever had.
Are you
Wow,
kidding
okay.
me?
Promise.
those are strong words. I'll check it out next.
I'll go to Target.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
I'm on my way. The Burgomaster tosses the bracelet and tosses the locket with the strands of hair through the gate to whoever is standing closest.
I'll grab it.
Okay. Who's
also-
carrying Dunkel?
Well,
Like Caddy is.
He tossed Dunkel over the bear's back. Ollie's back, and he can carry Dunkel.
I offered to hold the gold that Dunkel had so it doesn't fall out of his pocket.
bad at you.
Wow.
Since there are no audible rejections, I take the purse. I think that's like 350 gold.
I don't know. Whatever
It's more than
would
that.
be
Yeah, that's a lot.
be Randy's call. Yeah, there was a lot.
He had like 700.
Enough for a
600
dowry.
How much was it, Randy?
607.
All right. So this is the dungeon master asking, where are you guys heading next? Are you heading off to go towards the ruins of Brez, or are you heading back to Valaki to, like, are you doing Baba Saga or
Yep.
Granny? Who are you trying to go to? Baba Saga?
Yep.
Baba lasagna.
Baba Lasagna.
Baba lasagna, is that what you said?
Hmm.
Okay, like I said, it's about a 3-hour hike. You kind of like retrace your steps back to the Luna River crossroads and then head south. There, gotta lay of the land, Barovia area. Yeah, so you retrace pretty heavily here. All the way past Lake Baratok, down south through here, back to the crossroads, and then you head kind of like down the river. I believe it's down here. So you're not quite at that spot yet, but that's where you will end up. So soon after you depart the Raven River crossroads, you let's see. Okay, you come across something in the center of the road. The fresh corpse of an enormous wolf, easily the size of an elk, lies splayed across the center of the road. Its sides and face have been pierced with hundreds of needle-like thorns. And hundreds of needle-like thorns, and a pool of blood is gathered beneath its like neck on the ground. Suddenly, a flurry of black feathers erupts from the trees to the north of you, as a flock of ravens takes to the skies not 100 yards from the edge of the road, their panicked cries echoing in the chill air. From the thicket beneath them, you hear the rhythmic and unmistakable sound of numerous inhuman footsteps, and you can make out the outline of a horde of shambling, thorned shadows in the dim light. The figures, which appear to be approaching in a bend in the road a short ways ahead of your position, they don't seem to have noticed you quite yet. But their silhouettes grow closer with each passing second. You have two options. You can stand and do battle, or they haven't noticed you yet. You could potentially try to hide.
Everybody, we should hide.
Alright, fine.
Agreed.
I try and hide.
Okay. I need a group stealth check, please. So everyone make a stealth check. We take the average.
Uh,
I got a 18.
10.
I got
Okay.
15.
18, 15.
And
10.
I net 20'd with a 26 overall.
You all sink into the thickets and to the shadows to avoid the horde's attention. As they cross your path, this is what they look like. Hideous looking things. And this horde of probably, like, and by horde I mean probably like 12 of them, pass by you and do not notice you.
Do I know what these are? Can I do a check of some sort?
Yeah, you can do a history check, Sal, for your monster hunter status.
Jesus Christ, back to the shit rolls. I rolled a 5, so.
You have not seen these before. You haven't made it out into this part of the woods. I would assume.
Okay.
So you pass that crossroads uneventful, thanks to your stealth check. You make it to the Luna River path. Leaving the crossroads behind, you set a southern course now along the Luna River. So on Tailspire, like, this is the Luna River. So you're heading south now, down the river. The waters reflect only the gray sky above as its winds, as only reflects the gray sky above as it winds through the valley. Though the trees of this Fallich wood close in oppressively on either side to start, it's not long before the forest's edge pulls away from the river and road, revealing an area that spills into the river from the mountains. And the Luna River here encircles a small, forlorn isle dotted with tall evergreen trees, which stand like silent sentinels as the river flows around them. Not far from the road, upon a small peninsula that juts out into the river, stands a mossy stone slab, standing just under 6 feet in height. It rests in an old, cracked stone circle and seems to bear some kind of carving. You've seen these before. I believe you've seen 2 of them now. Do you investigate? Or do you continue on?
I would like to investigate.
That's how you wade your way over. Make an investigation check as you approach.
Come on, don't fail me. Card of the cards. Great, an 11. It's double digits
Fine.
at least.
That's fine. Yeah, I needed double digits. You notice the carving on it. So I believe the first one of the stones had a raven, right? With a star. What was the other one?
that was a butterfly, but
Butterfly or a moth?
moth, maybe, yeah.
This one bears the carving of a spider over a 3-pointed star. The grooves lined with lichen and moss. But again, the 3-pointed star. Nothing else to note, but you now have come across 3 of these slabs with the 3-pointed star, and then the symbol carved on top of it.
Cool.
You jot it down into your notebook, I assume.
Yes.
Hey, there you go.
I do exactly that. Like I try to take a detailed image of it and take note of where I found it specifically. And I do I notice anything else around there, or just the slab with the carving in it?
With your yeah, just the slab.
Okay.
Is what you don't come across anything else.
Okay. Yeah. I'll head back to the group then and say, I found another one of those weird rocks with the carvings, like the one with the raven that we found, but this one had a spider on it.
A spider.
Yeah, it looks like this. And I held up my my little notebook to show him the image. I hope we figure out what these mean.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Probably ask about that three-pointed star at some point.
Agreed. Maybe this witch or Granny will know. Shall we continue?
Yes.
Yes.
You continue on south, down the river. Ahead, twin spurs of Mount Cactus rise on either side of the road, enclosing it in a valley choked with fog. The mists hang thick in the air here, muffling every sound and glimmer of light as the road grows muddy and wet. Soon, as the fog swallows up the road behind you, it pulls back like a curtain to reveal a tall, gnarled tree, ancient in years and thrusting up through the mist like a hunched-over obelisk. Rusted metal cages hang from the dead limbs of the tree, and strands of old spider webs cling to its trunk like gossamer veils. An enormous bird crafted of burlap, wood, and animal skins sits atop the thickest branch. You've seen these before. You fought one before. Its gourd-shaped head peering at you with coal-black eyes. Do you remember this creature?
Yeah, I have its head on me.
Mm-hmm.
I have its skull.
With a low... It sees you, Hattie. Locks eyes with you. With a low, grating shriek, it spreads its wings and takes to the air, the mist swirling about its creaking winds, and it flies south.
I'm going to bed, guys.
Good night.
Hi.
Alright,
Bye.
feel better soon.
Feel better.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. You continue from the north, heading south along the trail. The dirt and grass soon turn to marsh as the ground dissolves into spongy earth, pockmarked with stands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant water everywhere. A thick shroud of fog covers all, and through the fog is much thinner on the far side of the river, where a dark ring of standing stones stands amidst a copse of gnarled trees covered in thick bluish webs. Before you, the trail splits to form two soggy paths that ring a central, swampy green. One path runs along the swollen river, and the other curls inland. And scattered throughout the marsh alongside the paths are old peasant cottages, their walls covered with black mildew and their roofs mostly caved in, very old, abandoned. And these decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down in the mire, as though they have long since given up on escaping the thick mud. Everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about, buzzing, hungry for blood. Two old scarecrows latched to wooden posts flank the trail here, their burlap faces seeming to leer into the mists behind you. A light flashes amid the fog beyond the scarecrows, and a woman's silhouette emerges from the swirling mists. It's a woman steps through and approaches. She smiles at you politely, Um, she doesn't ask your intentions. She says nothing other than, Mother Lysaga has summoned you to her cottage. Please, you must follow me if you wish to reach it safely.
Uh,
Who's Mother Lysaga?
Not the name of the witch.
I'm assuming so, but I don't think the Baron ever said her name.
Yeah, she said. He said
was
Baba
Said
Lysaga.
Baba
Baba
Lysaga.
Lysaga.
Oh, okay.
I guess we follow. I don't know if we
Yeah.
have much of a choice. And then
Oh.
I turn and I say, "Lead on."
She says nothing. She turns on a heel and simply starts walking.
Follow.
Follow.
Let's see here. You pass through these ruins of Perez. There in the center, there's a circle of stout, smooth megaliths kind of standing amidst the thick mud at the center of those gnarled trees. They look interesting to you. They look like a point of interest, something that you would definitely want to go check out. There's just something that stands out about them at one point. It's just something you note. This woman continues on. You approach a hut. So someone has built a ramshackle wooden hut on the stump of what was once an enormous tree. The rotting roots of the stump thrust up from the mire like legs of a giant spider. An open doorway is visible on one side of the hut, beneath which floats the upside-down, hollowed-out skull of a giant. Flanking the hut's doorway are two iron cages that dangle like hideous ornaments from the eaves. Scores of ravens are trapped in each one. They squawk and flutter their wings excitedly as you approach. As you approach, though, you hear the sound. You hear the sound of a soft lullaby emanating from the hut's open doorframe, muffled by the sounds of those raven squawks. You see Hattie, that Strix, that constructed bird, perched atop the hut, silently watching, almost expecting you as you approach. Upon arriving at the base of it, the woman that you're with announces your presence. They are here. And she turns to depart and walks away. You hear the humming of the lullaby stop momentarily, and the humming continues again. You are left at the base of this hut, with the door open, welcoming and beckoning you in.
Enter.
Okay. Who enters first?
Oh,
How do you? I assume Stormin.
yeah, sure. Slam.
You enter. You all kind of like filter in to the hut here.
Battery
Yeah, there's
10%.
Pretty small.
Oh well.
You find a woman. An old woman. And she is humming a lullaby. So the hut is about 15 feet on a side, packed with old furniture, including a wooden cot, a wicker cabinet, a slender wardrobe, a table. There is that you note an iron tub as well in the corner, but the tub seems to be stained in blood. And in the middle of the room is a ghastly wooden crib with a small, angelic child sitting in it. All of the furnishings except for the crib are bolted to the floor. And beneath the crib, green light seeps up through the cracks between the rotting floorboards. And this old woman is humming a lullaby above this child in the crib, and she turns and greets you. She looks to be about as old as you could ever think. See if I can find I'm trying to find a picture for you. Here's one. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. Here's the picture from the book. Game relevant information.
Got like bug pincers on top of her head.
She tentatively smiles at you, and says, "Welcome to my hut. What is it you seek?"
We have to do a favor for this guy or he's not going to bring our friend back, so he wants you to scry on his son that's lost. I don't know why he wouldn't just come here himself. He's a real coward.
A favor. Everyone make a perception check as well, as she's kind of standing over this crib with
Can't see shit.
17.
16.
17, 16.
Nat 20 or 28.
Okay. Everyone except for Hattie. Actually, I mean, like, group check. You guys can all see this. We'll just do a group check here. Since Sal got the nat 20. The lights shining up through the floor. This is an illusion. This is not a real baby. This is not a real child. This is an animation. Illusory. And she says, "A favor? Why should I grant you a favor?"
Honestly, I have no idea. You're gonna ask us for a favor. It seems to be what's going on around here.
We have some jewelry for you.
We'd be happy to make a trade. And I'll toss it out there. We don't have to do this favor for this guy. If you have the ability, Almighty Mother, to perhaps bring our friend back or get rid of our lycanthropy, these could also be suitable options if you're so inclined.
She grins. Mother. I like you, Sal. She says, you wish for me to cure your lycanthropy? And she lets out a cackle, like a witch's cackle. My price would be far too high for you to afford. And you would not enjoy my remedy. I refuse to discuss the matter further. Only flesh must pay for the sanctity of flesh. And I will entertain your request for a favor. But not everybody gets an audience with the mother, Baba Lysaga. You must earn your right to speak with me, as I am speaking with you now is a privilege, and I am stooping below the flies to talk to you. I will help you, but as you're learning here in Barovia, nobody does something for free. Favors are requested all around you. You scratch my back, I scratch your back, as they all say. I'm glad to do business with you, if you do this task. Pluck a feather from one of the ravens hanging in the cages, and lay it into Strahd's crib as an offering. And she motions towards the crib with the illusory child sitting in it. The ravens are said to be servants of prophecy, and the fate of a royal child should be exalted above all others.
I quickly and quietly leave the hut, use Mage Hand on one of these ravens, and pluck out the tail feather and bring it back.
Yeah, you pluck the feather. The ravens are screaming and squawking, and you see the magic hand come back into the room, and you drop it into the crib. It falls through the baby, through the crib now, revealing the crib itself is illusory. As you noted, everything else bolted to the ground except for this. She pays no mind. Well, Sal, Mother is happy to do business with you. She says, who said they had a gift for me? Gold? A bracelet? Let me see.
I offer the bracelet. I don't hold it out like to open. I like have it grasped in my hand still, so it's not like you could just snatch it, kind of a thing.
Let me see. You see a spectral mage hand appear over her shoulder. Reach out. Make a strength check.
Okay. A second. 12.
The spectral mage hand snatches the bracelet from your grip. And it comes over and it's hovering in front of her face, and she's inspecting it, grinning. A single scrying spell is all you need.
Yeah, that's all I said.
What else might you be of offer?
no, this is fine. This will do. Should you request it, I be willing to accept an item of similar value to cast a scrying spell a second time. But this will do for one. Please. Meet me outside. Travel to the goat pen. Fetch a single goat. A live one. And bring it to me.
Okay. Did we pass a goat pen?
Yeah, I was just gonna pull up map 3. This is the area you're in. The goat pen. Where is it? So it's do you see that area kind of in the center to the left? Here, let me just give you the one with labels. You don't know what they mean. Look at the second one, the one at U2. So you're currently at U3. That's where the hut is. It's just south, just a couple 100 feet away. You did notice a goat pen there.
Okay.
And she says, "Yep, fetch me a goat."
All right. Try and catch a goat.
Yeah, let's catch a goat.
She says, "There is no gate in the fence of the goat pen. However, I've got a trick for you. You can magically create one by simply speaking the passphrase, 'Death to Ravenovia.'" The Strix screeches. She says, I see you've met my friend. An artifact of my own creation. Excellent for killing and capturing ravens, which I loathe. She says, go, get the goat, and shoos you off. You head south to the goat pens. Towards the south end of the village, there lies the remains of a mansion that seems to have been built on higher ground, which is what you're approaching there at U2. It's been reduced to piles of stone and rotting timber at this point. Empty arched windows stare at you. South of the ruin, an untamed garden runs rampant, surrounded by broken walls that are no longer able to contain it. East of the ruins, someone has erected a crude wooden fence forming a circular yard in which several goats are penned. Surmounting the fence posts are human skulls. Let's see here. So that's the goat pen, yep. And so you approach. There's no gate. However, she has given you a passphrase.
Death to Ravenovia. So
It's how you speak the words "death to Ravenovia." And sure enough, a gate in the wooden fence forms out of the wood, and creeps open, letting you enter.
okay. Are the goats pretty chill, or are they like immediately running away? Can I just like?
They're chill for now. They're just munching on what little rotted piece of grass there are.
Okay. I would like to take a look back at the group and say, does anyone happen to have some rope that we could tie to the neck of one of these goats to lead out?
Good question. I think I do.
Do not.
Yeah, I've got 50 feet of rope.
Awesome. Could I potentially borrow that rope?
Yeah,
I
go
also
nuts.
have rope.
I take
Well,
the rope
Like you?
and I look at the group and I say, which goat do you fancy? And I do my best Vanna White impression.
Just take a weak goat, right? Doesn't really matter.
Fair enough. I pick the runt. And
Go ahead and make an animal handling check or animal handling check.
Can I help by trying to pet the goat?
Yeah, for sure. Do it with advantage.
oh, that's good because the first roll was shit. Oh, second roll was shit too. I rolled a 9.
The goat runs away and stands on the other side of the pen.
Right. I want to go try now.
Go for it.
I'm just petting the goat. Oh man. 15. No, sorry, 13.
Hattie, you're able to get the rope over like the goat's neck and get it secure. You could totally lead this passive goat back to the hut should you wish.
All right.
Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Yeah, I'll lead him back there.
You lead the goat back to Baba Lasaga's hut, where she already has a rusted, blood-stained dagger sitting in her hand. You lead the goat in. She smiles. She reaches her hand out to take the leash.
Yeah, I'll give it to her.
She smiles politely at you, which seems off-putting, and with a swift and seemingly practiced ease, slits the goat's throat. A sudden gush of blood spills into the tub that she's holding the goat over, the one that was stained in blood, filling it with a deep, visceral red, and the goat's body tenses then relaxes, its death mercifully quick as the hut fills with the metallic tang of fresh blood. She gets blood into the tub, tosses the goat to the floor and says, "Dispose of this goat's body in the grass outside of the hut. And please, I warn you, you must not speak a word. While I am within grasp of the spell, you would disturb my focus, and the spell would be ruined."
I nod in agreement.
Mm-hmm. You toss the goat out, I assume.
Yeah, I'll.
And you come back in. You're standing watching this ritual happen, with the dripping dagger clutched in one shriveled hand. Baba Lysaga begins to trace strange arcane symbols across the surface of the goat's blood with the other, her fingers leaving trails of eerie, shimmering magic that are glowing as she's doing this. The light in the room dims as the shadows grow darker, the air stilled by an eerie silence broken only by the witch's murmuring incantations that she's saying. You can see the magic seeping from her fingertips, flowing like water into the tub of the blood. Gradually, the crimson pools begin to ripple and churn, shimmering with silvery light, and then abruptly stills, now as smooth and reflective as a mirror. Baba Lysaga leans forward to peer into the pool, her eyes flickering with a gleam of interest and cruelty. "I see a boy," she hisses. adolescent, shaggy-haired, and claw-scarred. Her voice is a mixture of intrigue and mockery, and she licks her lips in obvious amusement. They have collared him with silver and chained him to a post. There he sits, huddled and pathetic. His eyes, oh, his eyes. They are hidden, buried in his knees as he snivels and sobs. She frowns, as if she's concentrating, and her voice drops to a rasping whisper. The post is in a cavern. A dismal chamber lit by flickering torchlight. There is another youth beside him, pale-faced, chained to the wall. I see a statue of a woman, wolf-headed, an idol to the Mother Night, adorned in garlands and surrounded by a bounty of treasure. I see rotting corpses hanging from the walls around her. And a she-wolf lies curled up on the floor at her feet. It bears the gift of Mother Night. I can smell it. Baba Saga's fingers twitch, and the blood returns to its previous state, no longer magically entranced, rippling faintly as the magic dissipates. That is what I see. You can go now and tell this person what I have said.
Thank you for your help.
Of course. In case you didn't know, the she-wolf is indeed a werewolf, and everyone can make a religion check. See if you know who Mother Night is.
I have it written down somewhere.
I got a 23.
I got an 8.
Oh, 23.
I got a 17.
So I believe you already have been told. So Mother Night with the 23, we can just remind you, Missy, too. In addition to her divine portfolio of trickery and death and the occult, she is the patron deity of lycanthropes. So, yeah. She says, I cannot tell you where the cavern is located, but I can only see a creature's immediate surroundings. To rescue this boy, you will have to find this cave on your own. Go on. And she turns and starts humming again at the illusion of the baby.
I guess we go.
Yeah, Gavin, I think so. I looked at Hattie and I say, Hattie, perhaps you'll get your wish and we'll have to go to the nest of the werewolves after all.
Yeah, I think we should go in and be friendly to them. They might be nicer than any of the people we've met so far. Humans sure aren't being nice to us.
I suppose only time will tell. We'll have to find this cave first. But before then, let us rescue Dunkel. Shall we head back to the Abbey?
Yeah.
Let's head back and
Yep.
tell them what we know.
So you exit the hut. About 3 hours hike back. You leave the ruins of Berez that you were in. Just past as you leave, you hear the sounds of battle, almost. Clanging of swords, shouting. You hear explosions of fireballs and magic. but the fog around you has grown so thick that you can barely see more than 60 feet in any direction. Suddenly, the fog itself takes on the forms of soldiers on horseback charging across the field. They collide with armored pike bearers wearing devil-horned helms, also formed by the fog. As each soldier falls in battle, it turns to fading mist. Hundreds more soldiers collide in a storm of screams and clashing metal in front of you. As you move through this ghostly battlefield, you kind of like, you can reach out and almost pass your arm through the foggy forms around you. You can tell that they're human. You hear something. You hear a thunderous roar, and seconds later, a huge dragon made of silver mist glides overhead, dispersing enemy soldiers with each flap of its mighty wings. Its long reptilian tail slices through the air above you as the dragon carves a swath through the fog, affording you a fleeting glimpse of a dark mansion overlooking the valley.
And we need to find a house overlooking a hill.
I think so.
Right? Anyone ring any bells? You have to find a house on a hill, looking over a lake or something. There's no swear messy back then.
Yeah, and some pulling a blank.
Yeah, hills overlooking a lake. Treasure belongs to Mother Night. Right? That's what we're looking for?
Yeah.
That was the Myrmidon. So that was our second card from Granny. That's where he is.
The mother, or not her name, not Granny.
No, Mother Night, the deity of the lycanthropes.
Oh, I thought you meant like the card reading from Madame Eva. I thought you were saying Granny
Oh,
did the
that's
card
what
reading, but it was
I'm saying.
Madame Eva.
Yeah, man. Oh, I might have said Granny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was the trader, which was the wandering soul. There was the Myrmidon, which yeah, like what you said.
Amber Door. Yeah. This sounds like
Yeah.
a card. Like we gotta go to that house and that's where werewolves are. Something about Mother Night.
Well, all we have to do right now is just go back to the Abbey and give the information so that way the person within the Abbey can bring Dunkel back. We don't
Right.
have to do the werewolf stuff.
So
Until they
the
actually
mansion.
go back and see it.
I do want to have you guys make a history check real quick to see if you can recall something that's relevant to the scene that just happened in front of you.
14.
12.
11.
12. Okay, so you do remember. You remember the first Revenant, Pippin, mentioned the Order of the Silver Dragon, and you saw the Silver Dragon referenced in battle, flying around, revealing, and then the fog kind of dissipated, revealing that dark mansion. You get the feeling that that dark mansion has something to more to do with that rather than the werewolves. But Mother Night, that part is relevant, yes,
Do we want to?
to the cards that you flipped for sure.
Do we want to take a detour?
I mean, we don't got a lot of time if we're trying to revive Dunkel. But we should probably check it out.
Yeah,
You know where it is.
we have-
You know where it is now.
I mean, this kid's also, like, being tortured, right? Somewhere in this, like, werewolf Then,
Yeah,
So, like, how much-
now that we know, we should go back to the Baron, get this information to him, and then we come back.
I
Great.
agree. We should focus on Dunkel first.
Let's continue.
You backtrack uneventfully to Kresk. You have the information obtained from Babala Saga's scrying spell. You approach the gate. The guards see you coming. One of them you see quickly runs off without even talking to fetch the Baron or the Burgomaster. A few of them stand uneasily staring at you, knowing that your friend has just fallen. But orders are orders. Baron Kreskov comes back, marches up the stairs, says, "Well, do you have it? Do you have the information?"
Aye, and we'll provide it when we know that our friend Dunkel will be revived officially.
I have no control over the abbot. I simply told you that he could revive your friend. And in order to revive your friend, you must gain access to my wall, to my village. And in order to gain access to my village, you must tell me what Babala Saga saw in her scrying spell. Where is my son?
Face the group.
Tell him we don't have a choice.
You should tell him.
I elaborate upon the information we have in reference to the scry and say, Baron or Burgermeister, we saw your son collared to a pole deep in a cave. We do not know the exact location of the cave, but we do know he is alive.
You see like a uncontrolled, involuntary kind of like sob escape his mouth at the words of his son is still alive. My boy. Open the gates! And you see the portcullis rise. Please, come in. Let me see your friend. He sees Dunkel's limp body on the back of Ollie. The Abbey of St. Markovia. Please, it's that way. And he points you in the direction, the back of the village, towards the Abbey. You must hurry. As you come in, he says, "Please, I must warn you of the Abbot's sordid history. There are strange rumors about the Abbot. He says he kind of gives you like a little rundown of he's walking with you. I guess like tell me what you're doing. Are you coming in? Are you heading straight to the Abbey? What are you doing as you enter these gates? I'll ask you that first.
You should head straight to the
Yeah, we're going
Okay,
straight.
heading straight to the Abbey.
I
So
will
he
say,
starts walking. Go ahead.
if I notice any like wolfsbane on our way to the Abbey, like just kind of out and about, I'd like to just scoop it, just as like a secondary. Like, if I notice it, great. If not, I'm not searching for it. I'm going to the Abbey first. But
Yeah, make a perception check, I guess. Yeah.
oh, excellent, a 9.
You don't see any right now on your way. The Baron's walking with you towards, like, kind of guiding you that way. He says, "I lost the Abbey. The Abbey of St. Markovia. It's named after a priest of the Morning Lord. He took a stand against the Devil's Strahd, and after a fierce uprising, Markovia and her most loyal followers stormed Castle Ravenloft, only to be destroyed. The Abbey was once a hospital and a convent, but it fell in hard times after the land was swallowed by the mists. Some of the clergy fell prey to Strahd, while others went mad and either starved themselves to death or turned to cannibalism. I must warn you, the head of the Abbey, no one knows his true name. We simply call him the Abbot. He arrived over a century ago. He hasn't aged a day since. He occasionally visits the Shrine of the White Sun, but he doesn't talk much. He's a man of few words. He demands tribute in the form of wine. Many believe he is a servant of Strahd himself, or there are a few folk that believe he could be the vampire himself in disguise, sire. We don't know. Again, we simply keep to ourselves and let the abbot do his own thing, and he leaves us alone. But his magic is strong, his magic is powerful, and I do know that he could resurrect your friend. You continue on.
Maybe a stopping point?
That is definitely a stopping point, as I'm like kind of pulling up my next notes here. So we'll pause there. However, what's up?
Do I think that hill is Argynvost Hold?
You do think that it's Arvengast Hold.
Okay, cool. I will just.
I didn't remember if I had said that name before, so I'm glad that you looked in your notes. Yeah, that's like the area,
the
like
Dragon Mansion.
Yep, that's where the Order of the Silver Dragon and those revenants and stuff had mentioned before. So nice notes. Let's see here, real quick. That's
Argynvost Hold.
Argynvost Hold, yeah.
Yeah, I have it Argynvost.
Yep, yeah, it's crazy spelling. You
I actually wasn't far off. I'm a little proud.
real quick, Sal. You do see at the end of, like, as you approach the mansion, or as you approach the abbey, there's a pool of water towards the northern side of Kresk. And you do see over by that pool of water, let's see.
Some of that good.
So you see this. There's small purple flowers that dot the shores around the pool. Their stalks swaying gently above the snow-covered grass below. You see, Sal, a handsome young man in a brown monk's robe, kneeling before one of the flowers, cupping its petals delicately in his hand. A painted wooden holy symbol that depicts the sun hangs from a chain around his neck, and he gazes thoughtfully at the flower between his fingers. You know that this is Wolfsbane, and you approach Sal. He, without looking up from the flower, says, "A ward against evil, and yet a deadly poison. Is it not strange that a mere flower can hold such duality within it?" He turns to you all and he says, "Forgive me, my friends, but you bear the stench of the wolf. It is an unpleasant thing and befouls the air of this sacred place. May I remove it from you?"
Please.
The man Sal approaches you. Where's your bite mark?
My shoulder.
He reaches a hand out, touches your shoulder, closes his eyes, and you see the magic in his fingertips illuminate and envelop your shoulder. He says, "All things are possible beneath the morning Lord's light." And you look down, Sal, and your bite mark is gone.
What? Absolutely baffled. Thank you. Please tell me your name, so I may thank you properly.
He smiles. "Well, I'm the abbot here at the Abbey of St. Markovia.
Oh.
I invite you in. Please come, learn its history."
I would love that. As I turn towards the group, like wide-eyed, still like.
We'll stop there now. So
Wow.
Ikenna's ready for bed.
Sleepy time.
I am sleepy.
I'm up.
I'm too. Hanging in the bath.
Great sesh.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun.